Hello, beautifuls. Do y'all remember that time I came onto YouTube and did a 2 hour review on the Woman King? Well, this one gonna be crazier than that. I just want to get all my disclaimers out so that we can just like go through this together if we want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you might even see the title of this video and decide, you know what, Cream, I'm not fucking with you today. And I understand. I understand. It's no hard feelings. No hard feelings there, right? But I just want to get all my disclaimers out, like right now. So, no Beyonce slander will be accepted in the comments. I'm deleting every single comment. Any like slanderous thing about Beyonce, I'm deleting it. If it's a critique of Beyonce, I might just heart it and not respond, right? And I hate that it gotta be this way. I hate that it gotta be this way, but this how it has to be, to preserve our relationship. Okay? Because when it comes to Beyonce, I even fought with myself to even come here and have this video, like to even share it, to even share my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a part of the Beehive. And I like for black women to be independent thinkers. I do. Like, that is, black women having critical thinking skills is something that, I will fight tooth and nail for. And when you're on the internet and you're seeing black women in the Beehive, behaving crazily, if you're not in it, like, you probably feel like, what kind of cult is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're probably thinking, like, what the fuck is going on with these women? Like, what the fuck? And I realized this and stinging women who didn't really deserve it. You know what I'm saying? To the black woman who was on my Facebook page, and you kept on writing those long posts about Beyonce, going on Twitter talking about, oh, I had to find, some negative reviews of her album on Twitter because y'all not, y'all lying. Like, to you, I apologize. That's not even, like, usually, sis, that's not even who I am. That's not even who I am. But when I put my cape on for Beyonce, it becomes different. You know what I'm saying? It becomes different. And I really try not to indulge in conversation about Beyonce. Like, I do. I try, like, when black women talking about Beyonce, I try not to show my beehive hand. You know what I'm saying? I try not, like, that's something I try not to do. Like, I don't want black women to know that that is who I am, because if they know that that's who I am, then I react differently to their conversation. You know what I'm saying? If you feel me, like, feel me for a minute. Like, if I don't disclose that I'm in a beehive and black women are saying that Beyonce trying to be a white woman and that's why she wearing blonde wigs, I just don't respond. You know what I'm saying? I just don't say nothing. Right? I don't put on my cape. I just, sit there in silence. And I just, I eat it and I don't say a word. But when I do put on my cape, then I say things that might rub a black woman the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And most of the times it really comes down to shut the fuck up. I don't have no right to tell no black woman to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really boils down to just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm that way, and I know I'm that way, right? I'm just going to delete the slanderous comments because I really want to tell you shut the fuck up, but I love you too much to tell you to shut the fuck up. So I'm just going to delete the comments. The conversations that's going to be, in critique of her, I will leave those. Like, I like, if you're outright slandering Beyonce, if you're outright, coming over here just saying how much you hate Beyonce, like, your comments gonna get deleted. And if you just, trying to have a technical critique, I'm gonna leave the comment and I'm just gonna, let the ladies have it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna respond. I'm just gonna heart it, especially if you're one of my subscribers and I know that you have been here for a while and you just want to say your piece. You know what I'm saying? And your piece is that, Beyonce married a silverback. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce married a silverback, and all the love songs on her album is to the silverback. And as a result, you can't fuck with Beyonce. I'm just gonna heart your comments and I'm just gonna like leave it. I ain't even gonna respond. You know what I'm saying? If you come on here and you say Beyonce is evil and she's a part of the Draconians and you know the Illuminati shit, like I'm just gonna like your comment because I understand that it's a good critique. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna like your comment, but I'm just not gonna respond. You understand? So that we got that clear. All right. Um, I think that's all I got for disclaimers. The rest of the YouTubers that you know talk about Beyonce and say she ain't shit, I feel like they haters. Like, let me just say it. I feel like they haters for one, and I feel like they lying on a second end. Okay, like Beyonce music not shit. Her music is not country. They hate her country album. I know country. I'm country. Girl, shut the fuck up. Is what I want to say. So, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to say, girl, shut the fuck up, girl. But I don't say that. You know, all the black women that is, y'all know where I'm from, right? So all the black women that's talking about they, you know, I'm from the country and I know country music. I've been listening to country music all my life. Girl, shut the fuck up. Is what I want to say. But I'm not that kind of person when it comes to black women. So I just don't say nothing. But so that you know how I feel when I'm hearing it. That's how I feel. I'm telling you, that's how I feel. And I listen, and I don't disclose and share like, oh, I've listened to country music. You know, sometimes I hear some country music and that shit is a bop to me. Like I like it. And if it wasn't, I'd probably only listen to country music because Beyonce's singing it. Like I just gotta be honest. I just gotta be honest. Like I want all my biases to show so that you know, so that you know that you gotta take me with a grain of salt today. You know what I'm saying? You really do. If you're one of those, like you just gotta be like, you know what? This is a part of who Cream is, and you know, I just gotta let her live in that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what I do with black women. You know, there's sometimes that I'm not always in agreement with black women, and if it's not something that's directly harming black women, like I just, you know, sis, live your life. You know, for instance, like black women love to date Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. I mean, they niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like they niggas. But I'm gonna let black women have it how they want. How they want. I'm not gonna argue and beef with black women about that. I like, all right, sis, you like a nigga of another color. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fight black women over that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can get your Puerto Rican or Dominican to behave. Like I don't fucking know, but I just know I'm not fucking with it. Right? And that's how we gotta be with my love for Beyonce. You just gotta be like, you know what, that's the plain thing. I ain't fucking with it, but I'm gonna let her have it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gotta operate in this video. Because I've come to review Beyonce's album. Okay? And I mean every fucking song. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about the features. I want to talk about the endorsements. I want to talk about the racism. Yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm. We're gonna use the word racism here. We gonna use the word racism here. The proper term. I'd like to say it's misogynoir, but I don't think that Beyonce's womanhood is protecting her from the racism that she's experiencing. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that that's something that we want as black women. And there have been times and there will be times and there will be several times in our lives that us being women will save us, you know, from being black. But then there are times where it will not. Okay? There are times in our lives where being a woman is not going to save us from being black. And Beyonce, my dear sis, is just feeling it. And really, I feel bad for her over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, I feel bad how Beyonce really just like shatters these glass ceilings and she is never recognized for it. Because if we are going to be an integrated society, then the larger society has to play fair, right? And when it comes to music and trying to keep Beyonce in boxes that she don't, you know, you can't put a black woman in a box. You know what I'm saying? We don't belong in boxes. We get to do what we want to do. We get to move how we want to move. We get to wake up and decide, oh, this is not working. I want to do something different, right? And there is no ceiling for us. And if there is a ceiling for us, then we will just bust right through it. And that's what happens with Beyonce. And then she is treated away. And y'all, I know in other spaces, and I've even said it here, like racism is not a big issue for black women, right? Like it's something that we can maneuver. Um, but this racism that Beyonce is experiencing, she can't get around it. You know what I'm saying? She can't get around it, and it is because and it is because she's black. You know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce not being wanted in country music is not because she's a woman. It's it's not because of her past music. It's not like Beyonce makes like um low, low class, low class gangster music, right? It's She doesn't make that kind of music. So I think that a lot of it is because she's a black woman. And yeah, a lot of it is because she's a black woman. And I mean, we just in my opinion, that's why. You know what I'm saying? After listening to this album, which is a musical masterpiece. I remember when Lemonade came out, and I said, this is the best album in the last like 15 years. Like that was really like the best album in the last 15 years, and I can't even remember who I said album was, you know, I maybe it was Chris at Michelle. I can't remember. It might have been Nicki Minaj. It might have been Nicki Minaj's first album, right? And then came um oh yeah. So let me go back because as we elevate as black women, there are some things that we're just gonna take with us. And I'm telling y'all now, music is what I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? Music is what I'm taking. My love of black music, um, in general, I love R&B. I love some hip hop, and just my love for what one may say is black music. I do. I love it, and I'm not letting it go. Just as I said, y'all not gonna let go to Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? To those black women that's not gonna let go of the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna try to. I keep on saying, listen, if black women gonna date out, you need to like be dating white males. Like that's it. That's it. All the rest of them are chasing down white males any fucking way. And that is something that I got from a lovely crone, who was in my space. Like all the rest of the men are chasing down white males, so why are we wasting our time? You know what I'm saying? And I agree, 100%. But black women, we hard headed. We hard headed, and you wanna, you wanna date, and you want, a male with some color. Okay, I understand that, and so I have to let us live in the fact that we might. Well, Arabs fine to me. I just let me also admit that, like the Arabs are fine as fuck to me. So like we want to date the Arabs, we want to date the Indians, we want to date the Puerto Ricans, we want to date the Dominicans. Like we want to date all them niggas for real. And I just gotta let black women live in life. Like that's where we going. All right, we going, but all the males aside from black males, are dateable, and I gotta let that be. And y'all gonna have to let the fact that in our village of only black women that I'm gonna be playing like black music. I'm sorry. That's what I'm gonna be doing. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I swear. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be y'all gonna be like, oh, Bream in her little cottage on her shit. Yes. I'm listening to, black music over here. And my little space in our village, you know what I'm saying? And my little cottage, and my little tiny home, yes. I might be listening to some trap music. I swear, that might be what was happening. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just have to accept that about me. But anyhow, let's get back. Let's get to the matter at hand. And what I was saying was, oh, how great this is, a fucking musical masterpiece. So I remember when Lemonade came out, and I've made a past video about Lemonade, and how I felt about it. And I had not like knowing that Cowboy Carter was coming out, like I felt like I was feeling like Lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Like I had the feeling, I had the feeling that I felt when Lemonade came out. You know, I felt like, oh shit, Beyonce about to do another big one, because I felt like Beyonce could have retired after Lemonade. Like, sis, you did your work. Like, get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Like when Black Parade came out, it was a time in my life where I just could not hear it. You know, I had just now began to quote, um, divest and really just try to get the fuck away um from black culture, and that black is king shit or whatever the fuck that was. I couldn't. Black is king, the title in itself was, I couldn't do it, right? And I love Beyonce, and I couldn't do it, could not do it. And then Renaissance, it was too much. It was too much, franny shit for me. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I too, as Beyonce said, she made that album for um her uncle, who was gay. And I have a gay cousin whom I love, and but I ain't trying to push nothing or trying to have black women see the world, and to see the world welcoming for his existence. Like, I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that either. So I was not here for Renaissance. As a matter of fact, I don't think it was no Black is King tour. But Renaissance tour, well, two Beyonce's concerts I didn't go to, and the first one was On the Run one, and that was because I was devout Christian, and I thought that Beyonce was a glass eating demon. Um, Beyonce was a glass eating demon, and I probably could still think that, I probably, like, I'm not gonna argue with black women who says that Beyonce and Illuminati and whatever the fuck. Like, I'm probably not gonna argue. You know what I'm saying? But I've grown beyond giving a fuck about that. Like, I really have. The Illuminati shit. Like, I didn't grown beyond giving a fuck about that. So I did not go to that first concert because I was devout Christian, and I did not want to go and watch Beyonce, do her demon jiggle, and at the time, hypnotize me. And look, I do know that those concerts are ritualistic. I just think that when you exist, at a higher frequency, like, it doesn't really affect you. Like, it's kind of like TV. Like, TV is programming for those that can be programmed, right? So there's that. And then I did not go to the Renaissance tour because, and those are the only two tours of Beyonce I missed. If Beyonce only go to the Chitlin circuit, when I tell you, if Beyonce only go to the fucking Chitlin circuit to perform this album right here, I will be in fucking Tennessee. Okay, do you understand? If the only place that she performs Cowboy Carter, and I think that would be a genius move, like, really, Beyonce, like, just circle the Chitlin circuit of our foremothers, the places in which our foremothers could not perform, right? Like, let's give it to them. So if Beyonce only performed this album in the Chitlin circuit, all the places in which black women, well, black people could not perform, in the, during the Jim Crow era, whenever the fuck it was. Like, if she only decided to perform in those spaces, god damn it, I'm going. Okay? Because I believe that this album is, if Lemonade was the best album since Lemonade, there's been no album better than that Lemonade until now. Cowboy Carter is the sequel. Cowboy Carter is the sequel, and we know it's the sequel because, again, I think that Beyonce faced racism in a way that she had never faced it before when she did that Daddy Lessons. Like, and Daddy Lessons, I like to think it was country. To the black women here who actually listen to country, you can, like, at least comment and just, like, tell me no, praying that was not a country song. The shit sounded country to me. Okay. So when Daddy Lessons came out, and that was actually me and putting, like, that was like one of our favorite songs, on that album. Um, so when she performed that album, that song at the CMAs, I think that that is the moment in which Cowboy Carter was birthed, because I think that black women's righteous indignation, right? That feeling that black women get when you tell us that we can't do something, we shouldn't do something, we don't belong somewhere. As a naturally free woman, you can't tell us that. Like we buck to that. Like we will buck to that. Like if you tell us, you open up your mouth and you tell us like you don't belong here, you can't do this space is not for you when the whole world is for us. Like I think that we buck. Like it's a natural response, right? So Cowboy Carter is a natural response to that moment in Beyonce's life where she probably did not know that country music and country radio was going to respond to her like that. Like she probably really did not know. Like because here she is, this like this iconic figure. At like aside from the people who hate Beyonce, like everybody loves Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like aside from the people who like go outright to hate, to hate her, which I think now is just misogynoir. Like I really do. I think the hate for like not that I don't give a fuck about Beyonce. Like she put out a good song, I fuck with it. I'm not going to no Beyonce concerts. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with her when I fuck with the song. I fuck with her when she's having a moment that I fuck with. But the outright, I hate Beyonce. I feel like that's misogynoir. And so beside outside of that, which mostly is shown from the black community, to be honest, right? Um, outside of that, I don't think that Beyonce thought that she was unwelcome anywhere. I think that Beyonce thought, she's from Texas. Like she thought with her four, I think it might have been forefathers have told her, ain't nobody free in this realm aside from white men and black women. Like ain't nobody free around here. Ain't nobody free in here. Ain't nobody has the true blessing of freedom aside from the proper patriarchs and the divine matriarchs. Like no one else is free. And I think that Beyonce lived in that, right? She was a free woman. She got to do what she wanted to do. And then she went to country music and they was like, no. They was like, fuck no, baby. And Beyonce did not take it well. She took it as any black woman would take it. And Cowboy Carter is her literally bucking. And she has a song. I'm gonna review every song, but she has a song where she talks about sweet honey bucket, and that's really how that's the layers that black women exist in, baby. And then once it get buck, it get buck. Okay? And the song kind of gets buck too. But anyhow, yeah, all right, so the features. Okay. Beyonce features black women, black country artists in this music, in this album. Like she the black women country artists who are, I'm using air quotes, who actually do country music. Like she went and found them and she did a song with them, a beautiful song that we're going to discuss. But just the fact that she went to look for black women to do a feature to show them, Beyonce does have an idea of who she is and how much power she has, right? Um, and I think that she knew like featuring those artists would just open the world's eye up to them, and it did. Like those ladies, their streams like probably like quadrupled due to being featured on Beyonce's album. I'm gonna talk about Kimberly Page because I love K Michelle too, right? Yeah, two black women you could probably find me caping for real bad is K Michelle and Beyonce. And K Michelle started singing country music and they did this whole little thing, because again, more misogynoir. And then not to mention K Michelle is ghetto. So, you sprinkle a little bit of ghetto, a little bit of ghetto on a black woman, and now, she's really hated. So they tried to like do this thing when Beyonce decided to do country music and they tried to like pin K Michelle against Beyonce. Again, I've watched these ladies, yeah, mostly from the beginning of their career. And I remember one time where, K Michelle is a songstress if you don't know her. Like she's a songstress, like she sings. That's it. She don't run across the stage, she don't dance, you know what I'm saying? Like she just, if you go to a K Michelle concert and I don't miss those, right? If you go to a K Michelle show, like she stands and she sings. Like she might do a like little two step, but she don't really, do all that. Like she's not a show woman. You know what I'm saying? She's a songstress. So anyhow, I remember on one of the reality shows that she was on, and they was telling her that she needed to dance, and she was like, I can't dance, I'm not Beyonce. Like literally flat out said, like don't be trying to get me to do no Beyonce shit because I ain't Beyonce, right? And so I knew that she had a love and a love and an admiration for Beyonce based on that. So when they tried to pin them two against each other, again she said, I love Beyonce. Beyonce's doing what she does and I'm doing what I do. And when Beyonce went to go look for black women country singers, I felt the way when Kay was not featured. Like, sis, why you do Kay? Why you do Kay like that? What Kay do? Like why? So then, a couple of, after Cowboy Carter came out, she sent K Michelle flowers and just said, I love what you're doing, and I hope that we can eat soon. And I felt like Beyonce didn't feature K because of the messiness, right? She didn't feature K because of the mess that K Michelle can be, especially in her doing like reality TV. Like K Michelle is definitely talented, undeniably. K Michelle actually went to college, excuse me, on a yodeling scholarship, right? She went to FAMU on a yodeling scholarship. She went and she yodeled, and they said, we're giving you a scholarship based on your yodeling, right? So yeah, she's actually a real life country singer. Even her songs that she sing, like you can hear her country accent, right? So that's happening, right? Um and then I just think that some of the things that she done is just a little bit too risky for Beyonce. Beyonce likes to keep her public image clean. You know what I'm saying? She likes to keep her public image clean, and I think that Kay is just too much of a risk for her. And I think that Kay gotta accept that. You know what I'm saying? She gotta accept, like, Beyonce, I can see. I can see why. You know what I'm saying? So that happens. But then she goes on to feature all of these, country music girls. And she throws, Beyonce is not a divested black woman. She is not a black woman who is, she's married to a black male. My sis got a dud, done. Like, let's just call a thing a thing. Beyonce has a black male thon that is a dud. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's not, we can't expect for Beyonce to not be invested in black culture like she is, right? So she features a couple of country makers, country silverbacks in her album, and if you're a Beyonce fan, you just gotta know, like, she not us, like, not us in that way. Like, let me say that, not us in that way. Like, she isn't, she enjoys white culture, and that's where the fuck she lives, and that's most likely probably where she's going to die. And that's just that. So she does feature black male artists, country male artists, trying to get them a little bit of shine, and the same thing happens with them. Like, their streams triple. And I actually went to go look, I of course went to go look for the black women and hear some of their music. But I actually went to go and like look for these silverbacks she was featuring. Like, went on their Instagram, and they regular niggas. You know what I'm saying? They regular niggas that sing country. Like, they like regular, they are your regular silverback who sing country. You know what I'm saying? And all of these people probably face some kind of rejection in the country music sphere. Um, you know, so that was beautiful of Beyonce. Let's move on to more features, including Miley Cyrus, okay? Hannah Montana. And you know, her features with country artists that are like literally country artists. And I don't think that you really, like, for the most part, when Beyonce calls you and say, or Beyonce people call your people and they're like, hey, we want to do music together, you probably don't say no. You know, right? Like, everybody in music aside from those like country music gatekeepers. Like if Beyonce called, you probably gonna be like, yeah, I'm fucking with Beyonce. And that even goes as far as Dolly Parton. And Dolly Parton is a white woman who gets to do what she wants. Like she doesn't need any clout from Beyonce. Like her, like Miley Cyrus is probably getting some clout, and other white artists who do country music with Beyonce is probably getting some clout. But then there are people who are endorsing Beyonce doing country music, and one of those people is Dolly Parton, right? And that's all it simply is. It's just her endorsement. And Dolly Parton has a history of love for, I'm gonna use air quotes here, for black people, but specifically black women, right? She has a history. I'm sorry, y'all. So Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton are just really just there to endorse Beyonce, like to kind of put, if she needed it, and no black woman needs it, but if she needed a stamp, you know, from country music legends, like they were there to give her that, and I felt like that was, beautiful. I felt like that was beautiful. I feel like Dolly Parton herself has an affinity for black women, and I feel this way based on her history with Whitney Houston. And when the thought is just that you have an affinity for black women, then even though you may disagree with the existence of their guns, right? No, I mean like literally, like you could love black women and really, and it's happening all around. Like you could really love black women and really not love black males. Like that's happening. But because of your affinity for black women, that sometimes trickle down to black males in the black community, and that happens all the time with Dolly, who is a philanthropist. And I don't really know much about Willie Nelson, but Dolly is a philanthropist, and you see a lot of her work going to her a lot of her philanthropy going to the black community, which technically I believe in their thought is like going to black women, like to support the black community is just how you support is to support the black community is just how you support black women. Um, is the thought. I think that a lot of people have, like, you can't like that. That's how you show your affinity for black women. You support the black community, and we have some work in changing that. But for now, I can see Dolly Parton's support of the black community as a show of her affinity for black women. So there's that. Let's get into the song review. As I said, this is gonna be probably 2 hours. Baby, I made time. I thought about it. I deliberated. I was like, Preem, is this something you want to do? Do you want to show your hand like this? And I decided, that's why I decided the disclaimers. Like, I'm a part of the Beehive, and I'm also not gonna engage much here. Like, that's how it has to be. And I'm not one to shut up black women, right? I want black women to talk their shit, right? Um, but this video, we gotta all be in agreement, okay? Or skip the fuck over, it. Like we gotta all be in agreement here, or skip the fuck over it. Like we can discuss some things, but this is a hill I'm gonna die on. The Beehive Hill is a hill I'm gonna die on. Like this is where I am. Y'all, like I made a post on my Facebook page. Like y'all literally, when it comes to Beyonce and her Illuminati affiliation, like the thought is that they eat babies. Okay, is that black girl babies? Is where I'm at with Beyonce. Like this is my level of commitment. Like, is the babies black girl babies or no? Because if they're not black girl babies, I probably don't care. That's where I am. When it comes to Beyonce, y'all, I'm just gonna be honest. I probably don't care if she isn't doing something to affect the black woman collective or black girls. I probably, like, y'all probably never gonna get me off of this hill. All right, like this is where Preem exists very extreme in, right here. When it comes to Beyonce, unless she's doing something that directly affects black women and girls, y'all, I probably won't care. You know, so don't even waste your time in the comments. Like, just don't even do it because they're gonna be deleted. And I don't want black women writing long think pieces about how they don't like Beyonce on my post just to get them deleted, baby. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm not even gonna read it. When I get to the first line and it sounds slanderous, I'm just gonna delete it. So, sis, don't do it. This is not the place. This is not the no, because I apologize, because that's literally saying it's not the place for your opinions. But I love y'all, but it's really not the place. Write your think pieces about Beyonce on Facebook. Write it on your own YouTube channel. Go over to your own YouTube channel. Go over to the YouTube channel of black women who hate Beyonce. If you need me to direct you there, inbox me. I will tell you exactly where to go. I will tell you if you want to hear some Beyonce slander, I will tell you exactly where to go. Okay, but this right here, this not it. This not it. Just go on now. Go get your pocketbook, sis, and just leave. Leave. This ain't leave. Don't even leave, baby. I actually wrote what I want to say about every single song. Okay, 3 pages, and yeah, 3 fucking pages. I'm reviewing every fucking song, and let's start with American Requiem. Mm, 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 mm. So Imagine Requiem, if you listen to the song, she actually is really just talking about a relationship, her relationship or our relationship in general with this country. As I said, I think that Beyonce was shocked at how the country, you know, people reacted to her. Like really, I think that Beyonce thought that she'd get to do well, not thought, right? Beyonce, is the queen of the world, and she gets to do what she wants until she did country music, and then they was like, no, baby, that's not it. No, baby, that's not it. And I think that that song is a response to that. I think that she goes on to say that she deserves to be here. Um, I think that she asks for unity, right? She's speaking about togetherness in the song. She speaks to her lineage. And if it's and if her lineage is not country, then what is? And I've done the lineage on Beyonce, right? I've done the lineage on Beyonce because a lot of people want to say that Beyonce mother look white. Um, and I just wanted to know, like, is there like my thought in be doing Beyonce's lineage is a qualification that I've set for black women in my spaces, um, that I would say that, the chances of her being indigenous is quite high. You know what I'm saying? And one of those is just a simple lineage check. Like, where your mother come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are your mothers from? And at first, when I started to first hear the thoughts about, Tina Knowles not looking black, I was like, hold up, because there is a chance that a black woman can be the result of a white womb. Like, that can happen, right? These niggas was, as we said, these niggas was, fucking everybody. So they could have, one of Beyonce great 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 grandmothers could have been a white woman. She could have come from the womb of a white woman. So I wanted to make sure, especially when I'm talking about Beyonce being black, like, oh well, she's not black, she Creole. No, Beyonce furthest grandmother, as far back as we can get, is a dark skinned slave, a dark skinned slave woman. Um, and I think that was like in the 1800s, right? That's Beyonce's lineage. That's her furthest back grandmother on record, is a slave descendant of the 1800s, and like most of ours, like most of our grandmothers, either our grandmothers were slave descendants or slave owners. And most times either way they were black, right? But that's Beyonce's lineage, and her bloodline lightens up, right? Her bloodline does lighten up, but it lightens up through males, right? It lightens up through the males, and then of course Beyonce's father is, you know, a dark skinned black male. So Beyonce has a little bit more color than her mother, but when the bloodline is lightening up, it's lightening up via males, okay? As it begins to darken via males, right? So Beyonce is a black woman, and her lineage is coming from black women, and her lineage is coming from black American women. And she goes on to say this in this song. Like, what the fuck? She literally says in the song, what's more country than that, or something like that. Like, what is more country than that? She goes on to list her ancestry. She goes on to say that she's a daughter of, I can't remember, but she was talking about her father's line or her forefathers' line, because of course we live in a white male patriarchy, so she knew to talk about her forefathers, right? And she does talk about her forefathers a lot um in this in this album. But yeah, that song is just so, listen, I'm here and I exist, and it's really nothing that you can do to really get me going. And that's really how I feel about black women. Like, we are as much American as any white male. Like, I truly feel that way. Like, in my heart of hearts, I truly feel not even as much American, more so. More so. Any black woman that was here, like her mother's line was here in the 1800s, like, she is as American, if not more American, than any white male here. It's literally how I feel. And Beyonce goes on to say in this song, yeah, what the fuck is more American than me? Um, so there's that song. Now this next song, I love this song. Blackbird. And I didn't know that it was a Beatles song. I did not know. So let me tell you some of what I got. I did not know. I love the song as soon as I heard it. I love that it was featuring black women, country artists, and their voice. They just sound like songbirds. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the vocals on this album is crazy in general. But we're gonna get into that. Because some songs I just got, like, I just wrote vocals. Like, nothing else. Just the vocals. Listen to the song. God damn. Another thing, I used to not fight people when they used to say that Beyonce wasn't a good singer. Like, people's favorite line with Beyonce is that she's not the best singer. Listen, Beyonce has given me legs to stand on in this album, because who sings better than her? No, and I'm not talking about the ladies of old, right? I'm talking about the ladies of today. Like, who really singing better than Beyonce when you listen to this album? And if you've been to a Beyonce live show, like, she really sings her shows, right? She doesn't, when she doing a whole bunch of dancing, but some of that got some music playing in the back. But for the overwhelming 90% of the show, Beyonce is singing, and Beyonce is singing just as you hear her sing on her albums. And I cannot wait to hear her sing some of these songs, like to hear her voice. Yeah, the conversation of Beyonce can't sing and it's better singers. I mean, put Jasmine Sullivan out of the chat and who? You know what I'm saying? Like, throw Jasmine Sullivan out. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine Sullivan is a fucking goddess when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? Her voice is just amazing. But if let's just sit Jasmine on the side for a minute. Like, really, who really fucking with Beyonce when you listen to this album? I got nobody. I got nobody. And Beyonce has given me legs to stand on, and I feel ashamed I never said this. When I'm talking to the Beyonce haters, I feel ashamed that I never argued. I never argued my good sis vocals. But today, damn it, if I hear somebody say Beyonce cannot sing, what? It's really name them. Like, I know singers that can sing better than Beyonce. Okay, besides Jasmine Sullivan, name them. Sis, what's their names? Right? That's where I'm at. But anyhow, so you got 4 black women singing on the song Blackbird. That is a Beatles song, right? And I got this from, I want to give everybody they just did. Okay? Because I didn't know this. I didn't know this originally. I think her name is Winnie Banksy on Facebook, and she's a non-black American woman, but she's immersed in black. she's a not Nigerian. I don't know where she's from. But yeah, she's a black woman, but she's a non-black American woman. She might be one of us. I be watching her post trying to see, you know what I'm saying? I love her posts, but she was the one who actually, first of all, she made posts like, I'm not that big of a fan of Beyonce music. And I love that she just said, you know what, I don't really like deal with Beyonce music like that. But to the Beehive, how y'all feel about it? And I went in, baby, I love it. But the fact that I appreciate the fact that she didn't like look for like, I don't really listen to Beyonce, but y'all that do listen to Beyonce, what y'all think? Like, do y'all think that, y'all good sis did her big one? Damn it, yes, I do. I think, Yes, I think that she did her big one right now. But anyhow, yeah, that was so. Anyhow, she shares this post, um, about Beyonce, and enlightened me because I had no idea. I just knew that I loved the song, but I did not know that it was a Beatles song. The first, well, I didn't know it was a Beatles song, and I didn't know that Paul McCartney wrote it, and I didn't know that he wrote it during the time that Black people were going through um their alleged civil rights movement, right? And what she goes on to share is that he wrote that song during this time, and she also shares that the so I didn't know this is that the word bird means girl in the UK. Like, and I went to go research it myself, right? Like, wait a minute, because if that's the case, then the song is really singing black girl, right? And then it's four black girls on a song, and then she's singing black girls fly, and on a song with four black girls. Like, what, Beyonce? What? That song was possibly the most direct song to black women. Like, sis, and I feel like Beyonce do a lot of this. Like, I feel like Beyonce does a lot of this. She did a lot of it in Lemonade. Like, she does a lot of direct communication with black women. I feel like in some of her music, which is why we get to the point like, oh, Beyonce not black and she not black enough. Like, what? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. But that's something that people say. But anyhow, Blackbird is a song directly to black women, and it's undeniable. You got four black girls singing, and then the words. You know what I'm saying? I hate to sing to y'all, but I'ma sing because I can't play it. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma sing it, and y'all, I'm not a singer, okay? But I'ma sing it so we can get like for those of us that have not listened, like I want us to hear some of what she says. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sing it. I mean, I might like throw a little sing in there, but I'm gonna try to like talk it because I'm not really good at singing. All right, so the song is written for the civil rights era, right? But Blackbird, like literally, means a black girl. And I think like we having a little moment right now in our existence as black women, just as we was in Lemonade during the time of Lemonade, like we was having a moment. Um, and it goes Blackbird, but I'm gonna say black girl. So it's a black girl singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. I mean, I feel like when we talk about this moment that we're in right now, we're black women really in this moment right now, we can choose freedom, like literally, like right now, today, you know what I'm saying? For today only, black women can choose freedom. And when Beyonce makes a song like this, Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were waiting for this moment to arise. And it speaks to, like, to me when I hear it, deep down in my soul, it speaks to how this moment in our existence is here right now. And we have a chance to be free and, like, take it. Like, yes, I know that black women don't want to deal with the hurts. Black women want to pretend like we're not hurt, like we're not going through it, like um black male's betrayal does not hurt, society's shunning does not hurt, um the embarrassment that goes along with being a black woman of today when the collective of black women are just embarrassing. Right, like it's not embarrassed, I mean, like it's not hurtful, like our wings are not broken, you know but this song speaks to, baby, dust them off, baby. You got to fly. Now is the moment. Now is the moment. Um, and I just felt like that's what it was. And I love it. And I love it. I love Beyonce for it. Blessings be to, well, Paul McCartney for even writing it, and whether he knew that was, that it was gonna be in this moment that it, Beyonce sings it and black women hear it, and whether we know what the fuck it's saying or not, you know what I'm saying? The fact that we're singing it, the fact that we are feeling it, the fact that we are living in, I think that it will speak to some awakening in Black women, and I think this album in general will speak to some awakening in Black women, Black American women, and being Black and American. Like, you have as many rights here as anybody else, if not more, especially as the dynamics in this country is beginning to change, and who is who and who was originally here, and who does the country belong to, and more and more people are being shoved into the country, and this thought of replacing, like, all of this is happening, and Beyonce is trying to, in her album, like, plant our feet firmly on American soil. I don't think it's a coincidence there. Like, I don't think that this in this time is a coincidence that this is happening right now. Beyonce trying to, like, firmly put, and she actually speaks about it in one of her songs, like, baby, I think it's like Texas Hold'em, or is it 16 Carriages? 16 Carriages. That's my fucking song. But anyhow, um, yeah, she actually speaks to her feet being on solid ground. Like, listen, y'all not gonna move us from here. And I think that's very important for Black women. So that's Blackbirds, song number 3. Okay, song number 3. Let me sure I got all my notes that I want to say about it now, because sis came prepared. Oh, 16 Carriages. Now that's my song, and I guess you can understand why that's my song. I guess if you listen to it, um, you know, at 15, my innocence was gone astray, working hard, like, y'all know my history. So yeah, that song just speaks to my soul, and being a a young woman who had to grow up fast, had to see the world fast, had to become a responsible adult in such a young age. When she sings about it, it just touches my soul. When she goes on to speak about her legacy and having something to prove, oh, I just feel it. I just feel it. I remember, and I've shared this before, like literally, because I became a mother so young, like at 30, at 30 something. um, when it was all done, like that was what I felt like all I had did. Like, I felt like that was all I had did. Like, that was it. Like, I had just mothered. Like, that was it. And if that was all I had did, I had let my daughter know, like, you do not get to be regular. Like, literally have had conversations with my daughter, like, you don't get to be regular, because if you be regular, then I have just wasted my whole life. And this is really how I felt. So when Beyonce makes a song talking about being 15 and having your innocence stolen and having to work, and watching her mother cry and her father, like, abuse her mother, like, literally, Beyonce, who are you talking to, sis? You know what I'm saying? Like, that song, like, who are you talking to? Okay. Like, who the fuck told you my business like this, baby? So yeah, 16 Carriages. Mm-mm-mm. Chef kiss, Beyonce. Um, and then, of course, right after 16 Carriages, like, this song plays like a well written tale. Beyonce, goddamn. I mean, this album just plays to, after 16 Carriages is, 16 Carriages is Protector. And if you listen to this song, it is a song about mothering her daughters. Okay, it's specifically featuring Remy. I like to think that's the daughter name, because, oh yeah, the son name is Sir. I feel bad for Beyonce and her son. See, look, there y'all go. For all the Black women that say I don't be having enough empathy for Black women with sons, like, I feel bad for Beyonce and her son. Like, Beyonce had a son that's a dud, and but anyhow, she writes this song to her daughters, and she talks about this moment in which, and it just hit different. Like, let me just tell you, listening to that song, I teared up because it hit different. She goes on to say, hold up. So yeah, she goes on to say, even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I'ma be a projector. So Beyonce is young and mothering, right? And when I say she's young and mothering, like, she's sitting thinking about, when her child or her children are grown and they trying to, be their own little people, and how it places you in the back seat. Like you're used to being their protector, like you're gonna fight every single battle for them. It doesn't matter what's going on, like here you are. And I was there, damn it. Like I didn't play about mine. I didn't told y'all. I didn't told y'all, like I did not play about mine. Okay. Um, Fiercely protective of my child. Like fiercely protective of her. And still to this day, but now she gotta, stand on her own. And Beyonce talking about the future, but for me it's right now. Right? And I just got like that's possibly my favorite song on the album because I'm living in that moment right now where she is trying to shine on her own, and all I can be is her projector, right? I can't go down to her college right now and cuss out all her professors that's nasty to her. And that used to be my thing. Like, y'all not gonna play with my daughter. Like right now she's going through um the song speaks to how, as you walking down this road, when you need me, I'll be here to hold your hand. And right now, Plan B needing me, like for real, she really do, and she's transitioning into being an adult, and she's beginning to see some of the things that I have taught her. And one of those things is when you see, I told her like when you see a 30-something-year-old woman, because I'm her mother, right? I'm her mother, and I'm young, but sometimes, and I knew that this would happen for her. I knew that this would happen for her because black women are so fucking hateful. And it's not something that often happened to me. Like usually older black women, but older black women for me, I saw older black women as older, right? So older black women for me when I was her age was 50. That was an older black woman to me. But to her, because my mother would have been 50, right? When I was in my early 20s, like, putting this right now, my mother was chasing down 50. So those late 40, year old women and those 50-year-old women, those were women that I, correlated to my mother. Like when I was in spaces, they was older black women, and I thought that they would be protective of me like my mother was. But that's not her case, right? Because it's not older black women who are looking like her mother. It's 30 somethings. Here she is 20 something. And it's 30 somethings that are looking like her mother. And I knew that she would be expecting them to behave like her mother. And I knew that she wouldn't always get that, unfortunately, because the black women, whoa, I'm sounding a little bitter. I'm sounding a little bitter about this. Yeah, I am. I am a little bitter when older black women, when women that's in their 30s treat women that's in their 20s like shit. I don't fucking like it. Okay? And here my daughter is experiencing it, right? And her professors are women that's in their 30s, and they just, kind of cruel to her, kind of cruel to those young girls because, it's easy. Life is so easy for them. They not having it hard. And she actually, my baby actually pointed this out. She went on to say, I feel like they mad at us because we get to go to college young. And I'm like, what? Like she's telling me about these professors who's just cruel. And she said, I think they mad at us because we get to go to college young and we get to go to a prestigious college and our parents are taking care of us and we don't have to work our way through school, and they mad at us for it. And I knew it was gonna happen. I tried to prepare her for it, and now she's going through it, and all I can do is just, sit in the back and just like, be her projector. Like you, baby, you have to have that. You have to have that righteous indignation. Like one of her professors literally said to her. I mean, this was like what a bitch. Said this to her and her classmates. They, some of y'all gonna miss this bus, and this is just as my daughter's coming into her class late, and she's coming into our class late because they have to wear. Well, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more. She's studying nursing, so they had to wear all white scrubs. This is traditional. They had to wear all white scrubs, and she came on her period. So she tried to go home, to her dorm and change herself, right? Because she came on her period in school, but she couldn't miss class, so then she comes back late. And when she comes back late, this bitch of a professor says some of y'all gonna miss this bus. And my daughter, righteously indignant. She is her mother's daughter. She says, she says to this professor, If I missed any bus, then it was not for me. Right? And so I'm just sitting, I gotta just sit in the back. I can't run up to the school like I would have when she was younger and just like checked her. Like, don't fucking talk to my daughter like that, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fucking talk to my daughter like that. Like I know you got some, these little girls running around here being young and beautiful and free, and their mothers are taking care of them, and their parents are taking care of them, and they just, living the life that you didn't get to live, bitch. But you're not gonna hate my daughter for that, right? You're not gonna hate my daughter for that because I've worked very hard for her to get here, and to be honest, my daughter is aware that she should not be here. So, bitch, you don't have to make her feel no fucking way about being here. Is what I want to say sometimes. I wanna put my fucking jacket on, and I used to wear, and I still do. I wear long sweaters. I wear long sweaters, and I used to go in that school like fast, and my sweater would be like a fucking cape, okay, flying in the wind. Like, who played with my child, And I want to do that today, and I can't. Like, she has to be her own woman. She has to, find that own level of righteous indignation in her that is going to prove these women wrong. Like, I'm not some spoiled little brat up in this class. No, I had to work very hard. I, you know, in some cases, because she goes to a prestigious school, they coming from two parent households. This is quote black excellence. And then here's her, the mother of the child of a single mother. You know, um, and sometimes I don't really like how she being treated, and I want to run down there. You know what I'm saying? I want to run down there and say you're not gonna play with mine. But anyhow, I went all over. See, I told you it was gonna be 2 hours. I'm on an hour already, and I'm only on song like 4. See, this is crazy. But anyhow, that song "Protector" is very dear to me. It is my favorite song on the album. Beyonce is just thinking about that moment, but I'm actually living in it. She says, gave water to the soil and now it feeds me. That's another thing. Like, seeing my daughter in this way, like, I really invested a lot in her, and now just seeing the results of that work, like, it literally puts breath in my lungs. So as y'all can see, this song is very is yeah. Beyonce did that for me. The next song as well, Roses. If you never knew why I use a rose because my grandmother's name is Rose. My grandmother's name is Rose, and that's my father's mother. And her name is Rose, and she is a, a Gullah Geechee woman, right? Arguments there that those women are fucking indigenous. And they are. My grandmother is clearly indigenous black American woman, and a dark skinned one, right? And I love to see them. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you can clearly see that a black woman is indigenous and she's dark skinned, like, I just love to see them. Like, they just hit different. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, that is who my grandmother is, and I use a rose in honor of her in my post. And also, roses are the highest vibration. So she has this song called Roses. God, vocals, y'all. Vocals. Um, vocals, yeah. Yeah. The vocals in Roses is beautiful. And what she says in the song is that I just hope you love yourself. I don't know, I'm trying to sing it. I just hope you love yourself like that. You, my love, my sweetie pie, my boo, right? And she could be singing that to anybody, but the song name is Roses, and I feel like, she's just talking. Like, I feel like it's a song from my own rose to me. Like, just saying, like, I just hope that you love yourself. And then the low. I like when Beyonce go low like that. You know what I'm saying? I like how she goes low. All right, so the song's called My Roses, and I'm gonna try to sing it again. Like I gotta serenade y'all because y'all might be missing it, right? So it goes, and it's low, so it's Beyonce low husky voice, you know. It's Beyonce's low husky voice, and I like that. I like when she go low like that. So, and I'ma sing it. Okay, I'ma say sing it. So it goes, how many times have you let yourself get you down? Let yourself get you down, my dear. So many roses, but none to be picked without thorns. So be fond of your flaws, dear. La 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 la. Love you. La 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 la. Love you. I just hope you love yourself like that. And I really hope the best for you. You're my love, my sweetie pie, my baby. You're my heart. Beyonce, if you want to write a love song to black women, that's all you had to say, baby. If you wanted to write a love song to black women, that's all you had to say. You know what I'm saying? And she did. That's how I took it. Y'all can, listen. That's the thing about art. We can interpret art however we like. We can interpret, and because Beyonce is so mysterious, as we should be. I ain't even touch on Beyonce's mystery. First of all, a goddess is just a woman if she has no mystery. Let's just call a thing a thing. A goddess is just a woman if she has no mystery. If everyone has access to you, you just a woman. You know what I'm saying? So Beyonce's mystery. So we all get to interpret this how we want because Beyonce will never tell us how she meant it. And that song I felt like was a love song to black women. Okay, I just felt like that was just a love song. That's my rose, and that's how I feel about it. And that's my rose. I feel like that's a love song from my own rose, you know. So yeah, so there's it, and then there's the next song on the album. The next song on the album is Texas. Oh wait, it's a Smoke Hour, and that's where Willie Nelson comes in and does his endorsement, and we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's Texas Hold'em. I don't know how people took Texas Hold'em. I really don't. Like, I don't know how people took it, but I'm gonna tell you how I felt about it. So again, artists to be interpreted however you want it, and I feel like Texas Hold'em is really Beyonce saying, "You really fuck with this." And because really everybody really be fucking with Texas Hold'em. Like, to be honest, like people be sitting there like, I'm like, oh, as soon as I hear this ain't Texas, this sure ain't, stop lying. You really do fuck with it. Like, you really do fuck with it. When you hear it come on, you just, you want to get to the hold down. And I don't even do hold downs. I don't even know what the fuck a hold down is. Okay. I don't even know what a hold down is, but damn it, I want to go to one. Okay. And I feel like when Beyonce says, this ain't Texas, ain't no hold 'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. I feel like what she's saying is like, just whatever it is that's holding you up from really fucking with this, like, just throw it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it go. Like, you really about to fuck with me. You really about to fuck with us for real on this album. And you want to hold on to the hate for real. Like, that's really what you want to do. Like, and just stop for real. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch. Come take it to the floor now. Woo! So I feel like that part of the song, like she really saying what she's saying. Like, don't be a bitch. Like, this a real live hit right here. Like this, like you really gonna fuck with this for real? And it's a real live hold down. It's a real live boogie. Don't be a bitch about it. Like, don't be a scary ass, and just really admit that you fuck with it, white males. Really, for real, admit that you really fucking with me, and don't be a bitch. Come bring it to the floor now. Woo! And cause I be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Like Beyonce, sis. Yeah, so she's like, I'll be damned if I'm not really allowed access up in here. Like, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all really want me over here. Like, y'all really want me over here. And I feel like that's really how white males feel. Like, y'all really want us over here. Stop being a bitch about it and let's just call a thing a thing. Okay? So I feel like that's what Texas Hold'em. That's what I hear when I hear Texas Hold'em. Y'all can hear what y'all want. As I said, as I'm repeating, artists to be interpreted however you want to interpret it. That's how I hear Texas Hold'em. And I just love Texas. I like the end of Texas Hold'em. I just love that. Woo! I just love her pompous attitude in it. I like the fact that she cusses in it, right? Because they be saying that oh, it ain't no whole bunch of cussing in country music. Listen, bitch, Beyonce gonna do what she wanna do, and in general, we're gonna do what we wanna do, and you still will fuck with it. And that's the shrug right there. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna fuck with it. Like, stop holding on to whatever hangups you got about a black woman in country, specifically. Not even a black woman in country, but it's something different when it's a black woman who's happy to be there. I'm sorry, it's a black woman who is, and this is how I think a lot of people want black women to exist, and I fucking hate it. I don't want black women to exist like this. Like, I feel like sometimes when we get into spaces as black women, we feel like we're grateful that they even invited us there. No, no, no. Be grateful I'm here, right? So here Beyonce is, busting down these countries' doors, and she don't have her head down, right? She's not coming in very humbly. You know what I'm saying? Humble is a dirty word for black women anyway. Okay, the black women here, listen. If you listen to understand my voice, humble is a dirty word for you. Like, let that shit apply to everybody else. But for you, humble is a dirty word. And the way that we exist as a collective, like, no, no. And I feel like that's how Beyonce, feels when she come in this song. I mean, when she coming on this song, and that was her first single, one of her first singles. And basically, she's just like, I'm here, and I'm about to sing, and it's gonna be a real live hold down. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it to the floor now. Don't you really want to fuck with this now? So come on, and that's how I took Texas Hold'em, and you can interpret it however you like. Okay, so that's it. The next song is Bodyguard. Bodyguard. Now, y'all have to excuse me for thinking too far into this, but that's sometimes what I do. Sometimes what I do is I think too far into things. And Bodyguard, I feel like it's a song to America itself. Like, it sound like it's a song to, like, a lover and being protective, like, but I feel like it's a song to America itself. Um the melody, that's I got that marked off. The melody. Let me go so I can sing y'all some of it. Okay, so what she says is, oh, honey, honey, you should let me ride shotgun. Be your best friend. I'll protect you in the marsh pit. And I'll defend you in the gossip. You know how people like to start shit and pop shit. All right, let me tell y'all why I think this is a song to America. I've said so long ago, and I mean it, that black women are really the safest people to really speak out on some of the atrocities that happen in this country. Unfortunately, the work that has been done silences, like, decent white males, and decent white males, y'all, are slim. Like, let me just say that, like, decent white males are really, really slim as us, right? So when I hear something like that, I feel like she's literally talking about, like, how people like to say, things about the country, and how the decline in the country is happening, and really only black women can really speak up against it. Like, like, only we can really say, like, this shit is crazy. Because if anybody else says it, especially if white males say it, then it's like, oh, well, they're this and they're that and they're this and they're that. They're that. But listen, you really need us to be a shotgun. Like, I'm sorry, you really need us to ride shotgun. Like, you have these ideas and you can't really say it, and you really need black women to be able to say it for you, because we can. And a good example of that is with the Frannies. I watched this play out amazingly, because I had said, like, listen, this about to be a problem. And then my good sis from B-Mobile with these fucking guns just started speaking out, like, Jess was not having it. and Jess started speaking out about them, and we thought like Jess was gonna get canceled. Like I thought Jess was gonna get canceled. I thought it was gonna be like, off with her head. You know what I'm saying? And she still does. Like Jess not letting up on the Frannies. And if you from Baltimore, you probably know why. You know what I'm saying? You probably heard why. But for whatever reason she's doing it, it's necessary. And it's necessary for Black women to be Americans, right? And for us to speak up for America and having it survive. If we wait, let me just say, if we decide that we want it to survive, like first of all, we need to be in our soft landing and just really realize, like, listen, do we want this whole shit to burn down or not? You know what I'm saying? And if we don't want it to burn down, then we have to be her bodyguard. Literally. Like we really have to protect and, you know, protect our country. And, it would be best that everyone cooperates. And if everyone doesn't want to cooperate, then, the whole shit can burn down. It's basically what I hear when I hear this song. I know I'm reaching, but that's what the fuck I do, y'all. I reach. And Lemonade, I reached. You know what I'm saying? Here, I'm reaching again. Yeah, this country needs a bodyguard, and the only person that really can be her bodyguard is us. And if that's what we so decide to do, we are positioned perfectly to do so. And also the melody, honey, honey, I can be your bodyguard. Yeah, Beyonce, talk your shit, sis. God damn it. Okay, then there's Jolene and Dolly Parton's endorsements, and we can talk about Jolene if y'all want to talk about Jolene, but it's a rewrite of Jolene, which was Dolly Parton's song, but Beyonce put her little, black girl sprinkle on it. You know what I'm saying? She say some black girl shit in it. But either way, Beyonce loves Jay Z, and we gotta accept that, or at least Beyonce music loves Jay Z. So that was Jolene. Jolene. Yeah, that was Jolene. So then comes Daughter. Y'all. The holiness of this album is, if you could put it in one song, it's in Daughter. Okay? The holiness of the entire album. Like that song is, to me, is holy. Like it feels like church to me. And the song American Requiem, the last song, Amen. Mercy on me, mercy on me, mercy on me. Yes, church. Damn it. Beyonce, listen, Beyonce taking us to church on this album, and the vocals and Daughter, damn it, it's giving me like, yeah, church. It's giving me church, and I love it. And oh, hold up, let me correct. She's singing. It's a holy song, and it feels like church. And she's singing about unaliving somebody. Like what, be? No, because sometimes you love a song and you just singing it, and then you start realizing, what the fuck just happened? Hold up, because I'm just singing it. I'm trying to do my little opera riff. I'm trying to do my little opera, and it's y'all. That's really how I sing. If you heard me sing, that's really how I sing. Okay, so y'all know I cannot sing, right? But I'm trying to do my little opera, and I'm starting to realize that I'm unaliving somebody with my words. Like Beyonce, you okay, sis? No, not sometimes you're not. Okay, but anyhow, the holiness of the song, it feels like church, and yeah, she is definitely singing about unaliving somebody, and that's not the first time she does that in the song. Beyonce want smoke, okay? But anyhow, yeah, that's it. And then comes the song Spaghetti. So first of all, I listen to this song. When I tell y'all I listened to this album since it came out, from when it came out till today, it's the only song that play in my car. It's the only song that I play when I'm like doing anything. When I get off of here from talking to y'all, I'm gonna listen to it again. So I'm listening to my song, and then the song Spaghetti come on, and the song, the album is playing, as it's played. So all these songs I just now spoke about comes on, and then comes Spaghetti. And if you ain't heard Spaghetti yet, it is. It begins with someone speaking and saying Linda Martell, maybe I don't know who the fuck that is, but it talks about genres and how it's a funny concept, and that's as our good sisters on Twitter said, Beyonce is collecting genres like infinity stones around here. You know what I'm saying? Like a true black woman, baby. What can't she do? At this point, what can't Beyonce do? And the ladies are saying that it's gonna be rock next, and I first was gonna sit it out because of all the songs I cannot listen to. Y'all, yeah. When I tell you I skip anyway, yeah. So in comes Rap Beyonce, okay, and I know a lot of people don't like that in Beyonce, but I kind of like it. Like I like when Beyonce be rapping, like I do. I like when Beyonce rap. I like when she thinks she a rapper, cause sometimes in my mind, like that meme that go around. Sometimes I'ma be a rapper. Sometimes when I'm listening to that kind of music, yo, I be a rapper. So yeah, if Beyonce want rap, yeah, she gets the rap. But anyhow, I'm in my car and that song comes on, and my cousin is like, "Whoa," because it's just literally like out of nowhere. Beyonce starts, turns into a trap star. It's crazy, but that's what happens. And that's she gonna do what she want on her album. So anyhow, that's Spaghetti. It's the intro to Rap Beyonce, and I think like the nigga that's on this song is like a rapping country artist. I don't fucking know. I don't know who these niggas are. Okay, but yeah, and Spaghetti is when we see Rap Beyonce, and she come back on one of my favorite songs. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna rank my songs from one to well, I tried to do it 1 to 5, and then I forgot one very important song, so then I had to rank it from 1 to 6, and then I still had an honorable mention. So yeah, I'm a rank my songs last, and I'm gonna let y'all know what like the songs that I least like, and it's really only two, and I'll let y'all know as I get to the song. But anyhow, Spaghetti comes on, enters Rap Beyonce, and there she go, and it takes you by surprise because we was really just chilling. We just came off a daughter, the holiness of the song, and then she come in, and then she come in, singing, and then she goes on saying, "I ain't no regular singer. Come get everything you came for." Like, who you talking to, Beyonce? Are you talking to the young black women that you about to bust this door down for? I think so. Cause Beyonce is going through this moment, and Beyonce feelings her. Like I feel like her feelings her because she keeps on showing up to these shows, hoping that she can get some recognition, and they just keep on not recognizing her. Like they really, like Beyonce is really a good example of how you got to work twice as hard to get half of what they get. Yep, that's really happening. And don't come over here disagreeing because I'm telling you now, I'm gonna delete your comment. I'm telling you now, if you come over here talking about Beyonce's work ethic, if you talk about how she does not work hard, if you talk about if you try to discredit Beyonce as if she does not work fucking hard, I'm going to, at, I ain't gonna block you. I'm gonna try to be fair, but I'm definitely gonna delete your comments. Like I don't want to hear that shit. Beyonce is definitely working twice as hard to get half of what they get. That's what the fuck is happening. So when she says that she ain't a regular singer, she's not saying this. She's not saying I have come to get every. She's saying I ain't no regular singer, and then she's talking like to someone outside of herself. Come get everything you came for. And I feel like she could have really just threw daughter behind that. She could have really just said, "Listen, baby, I'm about to bust these doors open for us, and listen, come get everything that belongs to us. Everything that belongs to us, baby, come get it. Cause I'm gonna go through the embarrassment. I'm gonna go through the shame. I'm gonna go through the fighting of it. I'm gonna go through dirty ass white boys saying they not gonna play me on their fucking radio, bitch. Who the fuck? What? Right? I'm gonna go through all that. Right? I'm gonna take this one for us. And baby, the door is open once I bust it open. Though, come get everything you came for. That's how I heard it. That's what I heard. Y'all hear what y'all want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Alligator tears. Another confession. If I think that possibly I have another confession. I think that um, one of the dear ladies in my space. who I've grown to love, and I am quite sure that I could share that she feels the same way about me. Um, I think that she knows this about me, and I'm gonna share it with y'all. You know, this is this this song "Alligator Tears" is, pick me on say. You know what I'm saying? This is a little bit of pick me on say. And though I'm not a pick me and I've never been one, I am kind of a lover girl. I like the thought of love. I like when I was in love. I like to love. I like to be loved and adored. So when it's, pick me on say, and it's a couple of these here. It's a couple of, pick me on say songs on pick me on say is around, on this album. And I'm gonna sing a little bit for y'all. Okay. I'm gonna sing a little bit so we can get like the level of pick me here, okay? Or the level of lover girl, right? So what she says is, you say move a mountain and I'll throw on my boots. You say stop the river from running and I'll build a dam or two. You say change religions, now I spend Sundays with you. Something about those tears of yours. How does it feel to be adored? Okay, I like that song, y'all. It's giving pick me on say, but the love songs, the lover girl in me, I like that song, y'all. I just gotta admit it. But enters, I said all that to say, enters pick me on say. She's here. She's here now. We thought you thought like hearing all those songs that you wasn't gonna get her, baby. She there. Baby, she moving mountains, she's building dams, and she didn't change her whole religion to this nigga. Yeah, like she didn't change her whole religion to this nigga. And then how does it feel to be adored? Yeah. So that there goes, she's here. Yeah. 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 So Pick Me On Say has entered, and I must admit to y'all, the lover girl in me is loving it. Like that song right there, Alligator Tears and Levi's, and all except for one love song on this album I don't like. Because I felt like it was too much Jay Z in it for me. It was too much Jay Z in it, so I couldn't even fantasize. I couldn't even fantasize about, a proper patriarch. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that it was about Jay Z. Like this one right here, I could fantasize about a proper patriarch. You know what I'm saying? But and Levi's, yeah, I could fantasize about a proper patriarch there too. But this this is one song on this album that I couldn't see nothing but Jay Z ass, and I couldn't. Beyonce, you couldn't get me on board. You couldn't. Okay, so just for fun, um, it's a song about heartbreak. Again, I can, I see things as I want to see them, and I think that it speaks about the heartbreak that Black women are suffering. I know Black women don't want to admit that they hearts are broken. I'm here to tell the truth. I'm here to tell the truth. Here we are. We've had these dirty ass meals. You've loved them. You uplift them. You know, we shed fucking alligator tears about these niggas, and for them to just say fuck you on national internet, for them to say I'm not protecting you bitches on national internet. When I hear this song, I don't even think about my own personal heartbreaks. Like I've concluded that when it has come to black males and the ones that I have dated, like aside from the obvious what is it called? Stockholm syndrome of my daughter's father. Um I don't think I love none of them niggas. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I love none of them niggas. Like for real. And how I know, and I mean I guess I'm being unfair. I might be being unfair, but I have based it on my love for black women. Like, and I in my friendships, like friendships that ended and how I felt after the friendships ended in comparison to how I felt how relationships with niggas ended. No, it was nothing compared. The heartbreak that I have gone through in friendships and loving my friends and then our friendships ending was nothing compared to relationships ending with niggas. Like for real. So I be thinking now, I be thinking I didn't really love none of them niggas. Like I didn't really love none of them niggas like that. So when I hear this song, I'm not really able to like attach it to that kind of heartbreak. I attach it to the heartbreak that black women are currently living in. And just loving black males. And I don't mean like romantically. I mean just our love for black males in general that we have had for black males and the works that we have done for black males, and just to like see the mess that it has become. Like I'ma sing, I'ma sing some of where I'm at with it, Um, yeah, it speaks to the holiness of black women. It speaks to like, listen, sis, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like what, like I really feel like this song is, we're like, what are you gonna do? Either you're gonna sit in the mess or you're going to get some sleep and then figure out what to do from here. And I base it on some of the songs. So I'm gonna sing some more. So now I'm serenading y'all. If you stayed this long, because it's an hour and 30 minutes in, if you stayed this long, you must like my singing. You must really like my singing, or you must really fuck with Beyonce. And I love you for that. And I love you for that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for riding with me, and thank you for going on this ride with me of an album review, which I will probably never do again. But yeah, I'm reviewing it for us, y'all. I might have to sing this whole song because I'm trying to get to the point that like really gets into what we need to hear. But I mean all of it is just speaking of like where we are. So I laugh and I lie, and the coyotes crying. Time moves slowly, and so do I, so do I. So I'll say my goodbye, 'cause time heals everything. I don't need anything. Hallelujah. I pray to her. Here's to hoping I'll fall fast asleep tonight, and I'll just need to get through this. Born in the darkness. Okay, then listen, the darkness is representing the dark feminine, or like goddess herself. And who brings the light? And I just need to get through this or get used to it. Baby, what are we gonna do? Black women, like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna get through this, or are we just gonna get used to it and continue living in the mess that we live in? Like, what is up? And then it goes on to speak but time heals everything. I don't need anything. Hallelujah. Highest praise. That's the highest praise. In case y'all miss church, hallelujah is the highest praise, okay? So, hallelujah. And then it's I pray to her. Damn it, Beyonce. If you go back, if you go back to Lemonade, where she again is trying to, talk to these niggas again. God damn it. And she talks about what is that song where she says pray to God herself. Yeah, I love yeah, pray to God herself. And now here she is talking about, hallelujah, and she prays to her. Like, cause time heals everything. And you don't need anything. Let's just go. Let's just go, black women. Like, let us take our L and go. God damn it. That's what I heard. I know. It gets to the point. Prima, you able to listen to anything without thinking about black women? No. No. Are you able to see anything and not see it so through some esoterical lens of that does not concern black women? No. Absolutely not. Um so that's it. Yo, I do enjoy movies and not get all esoterical, but Beyonce album, yeah. I the first couple of times I listened to it, it was just, regular music to my ears, and then the next time it was like, hold the fuck up, because Beyonce, who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying? And then and then it was like, hold the fuck up, because sis, who are you talking to? Who is this message to? Is how it got sometimes. After after you listen to the shit about the seventh time, it start. You know what I'm saying? And y'all probably only listen to it once or twice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on I'm on about 50. You know, I'm on I'm on about 50 at this point. So yeah, it's gotten off of just music to me, and it's gotten more into a Beyonce. Who you talking to? All right, next song is the Two Most Wanted. Listen, this one y'all gonna have to take this over to old girl that was saying let the white women in and we gotta join white women. Because Hannah Montana on this song, and when I heard this song, I thought it was something, but I kept on hearing Hannah Montana. I'm like, what's happening? Like, wait a minute, Beyonce, why you doing this song with Hannah Montana? Because it's okay. Two Most Wanted. Also, it's also a lover song. I found it weird. It was with the woman, first of all, because it's a lover song. It's about us being together and just having this experience together. So I found it weird it was with a woman. And then I found it even more weird that it was with a white woman. And it's something there. Cause now I'm talking about it, I feel like it's something there. Hold up, hold up. I'll listen to it again, and I love the song, and I got nothing. Okay, so I don't know why Beyonce does a song with it's a beautiful song. Let me say that. I love it. I love that song. Um, and you know what? Let's just take this song for surface value. I'll be your shotgun baby till the day I die. Yeah, let's just take it. Let's just take this one for face value, and let's just say that it's just a lover girl song, and I love it. I love it, dude. I love it. So I don't got no deep esoteric for that one. In case you needed something for it, but in case you got some, because maybe I just didn't get that download. But if you got some, please share it in the comments. You know, but I ain't got no deep esoterics. It's just a lover girl song, and I'll be your shotgun baby till the day I die. That's a long fucking time. Okay? If you're talking about a male, he gonna die before you. So anyhow. Oh, and then I want to touch on. Oh, I did want to touch on the vocals here, and Molly vocals specifically, because again, as you all know, I raised a child back when so I'm not, I of course did not watch Hannah Montana, but my daughter did, and my daughter loved Hannah Montana. Okay, loved Hannah Montana. I mean, like all those little Hannah Montana songs. Oh no, I thought she went to a Hannah Montana show, but she went to a Cheetah Girls show. She loved them too. But all those Hannah Montana songs, like I remember hearing Molly voice back then and thinking that it was gonna be a force to be reckoned with. And now hearing Molly now on this song with Beyonce, yeah, it's a beautiful song. The vocals on that song is just chef's kiss, y'all. So Levi's, that's a lover girl, another lover girl song. Yeah, that one probably my favorite. That one probably my favorite Lover Girl song on the album. And it's now y'all really about to know I'm ridiculous. And it's really because at the end of the song, Post Malone says, all right, so it's Post Malone at the end. Y'all, let me try to oh, in case y'all was wondering where it comes from um Libra South Node in the 12th house. In case you was wondering, like, where does this lover girl come from? Like, what is this about? It is Libra South Node in the 12th house. Okay. And I think it's the 12th house. It's whatever house in Pisces. Whatever house Pisces rules, and I think that's the 12th house, it's there. That's where my South Node resides, which is in Libra. So, in case you was wondering, like, oh, I didn't notice about Preem. What's up? Yeah, that's where it comes from. Doesn't show up any other place, but yeah, in my past lives, love was my thing. Okay, love was my thing. Okay, so yeah, love was my thing, and it was intense. And really, to be honest, when it comes to love, like in a romantic sense, well, now in my current existence, and my current existence, no past lives, but um, Ooh, okay. So in my past life, like love in my 12th house, it just means that I have experienced like true romantic love in past lives, like the real kind. And which is probably why I've never loved none of the males I've dated, because love is just so false now. You know what I'm saying? Like the times that we living in now, it's not like real anymore. So when I hear songs that's talking about like a real true love, that's which can only be given from males to women. Like, just so we know, like women don't really love men in the way that men love women. Like that's just like these males of today are just worthless, and they can't even give any of that. But in the past, in the past lives I've experienced like that kind of like deep love that a male can have for a woman. I've experienced it, and I love it. I love the thought of it. And then this guy sings this part of the song, and I'm about to sing it to us. Um, and I kind of like his voice too, Post Malone. And I think I watched some of his like videos. I watched like a video of him and Charlamagne, how Charlamagne was just being a real bitch to him. And he's a rapper, but I don't know how nigga adjacent he is. And I'ma just So it's come here, you sexy little thing. Snap a picture, bring it on. Oh girl, I wish I was your Levi jeans. The way you popping out my phone, I love you down to the bone. And I remember hearing that, and I looked at Puddin like, God damn, not down to the bone. I remember looking at her like, whoa, that down to the bone? Yeah. Oh, I love you, baby. You drive me crazy. Need you all night long. You're my renaissance. Loving, baby, loving you. That's all I see in this crazy world. You're the best of things. Ugh, that's a fucking love. That's a line for a love song right there. If I ain't never heard one, if I ain't never heard one in this, world of crazy thing, in this crazy world, you're the best of things. Yeah, yeah, that's what and this fantasy love that women want. Like that's it right there. That's where we at. But anyhow, yeah, that's the Lover Girl song that I love. It's in my top six. But yeah, he wish he was your Levi's jean so he can hug that ass all night long. Like what? Okay, see. Anyhow, Flamenco is the next song, and I can't even remember how Flamenco go, but all I got is vocals, so I'm gonna go listen to it and be right back. Oh, she kind of gets as close as like whistle notes as she can get. Beyonce does try to get really close to whistle notes, but cannot really do a whistle note. So yeah, vocals on that song is beautiful. I ain't got no deep esoterics on that one either. It's another breakup or broken heart song, and yeah. So that's Flamenco. And then next is Yaya. Y'all, I tried. I've been trying. Um, I actually I can't listen to it. And it's a dedication to her grandmother. And her family been indigenous, and she actually goes on to talk about her lineage in a song. And that's all I got because I haven't listened to it much. Like as soon as that fucking beat come on, I turn it off. And it's because I don't really like rock. You know, I don't. And I just gotta admit that. I gotta admit that so that people can stop trying to have me listen to rock. I even mentioned like the white boys be trying to have me listen to rock, and I should be like, no, nigga, turn it off. I don't like it. You're not gonna get me to like the rock songs, okay? Like when when you might be, talking to a guy and you're talking about music, and you might share a song that you love, and then he might share one. Like, turn that shit off. I don't want to hear that. Like, I can't get through it, and that's how I feel about Yaya. Like that little rocky sound. If her third album is rock, I mean, I'm gonna try, but I'm probably gonna fail. Okay, I'm probably gonna fail because I can't. Oh Louisiana is too short to skip, but I would probably skip that too. So I'll listen to that, but I would probably yeah, I would probably skip it. But by the time I get to the skip button, it's already over because it's like a a little outro or maybe an intro, and then it's Desert Eagle. That's that low voice I love on Beyonce again. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I love the vocals here. Ooh, those. Yeah, I do. I do. I love the vocals here. I love that starting guitar. It sounds like, oh, that might be a little rock. It sounds like that starting guitar sounds like you don't got no type of feeling inside. Um, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. I'm trying to think of the name of the song. Tell me that something good. Yeah, that's what it is. Tell me something good. Yeah, that starting guitar, that's what they put me in the mind of. And I don't know if that's considered rock, but I really love that song. So yeah, that don't say no. Oh, they don't say. Yeah, I like that on. I like that sound on Beyonce. Like I like when she does that. You know, when she just. Yeah, I like the vocals here. And then it's the sexiness of it. You know, she's a whole lot of woman, soft kisses on some fat lips. Yeah, the sexiness of the song. Yeah, Beyonce. I'm here for it. All right, yeah, I like this song. It's the sexiness of it, and good job, B. Yeah, good job, B. So that is Desert Eagle, and then the next song is Riverdance. Bounce on that shit, no hands. Yeah, bounce on that shit, dance. Yeah, I like that one too. Um, you know, it's probably another pick me song. You know, like it or not like it, I like it. You know, and I like it because of that. You know that bounce on it. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Good job, B. Um, yeah. So I do. I like Riverdance as well. I like when Beyonce gets a little bit raunchy, not a lot. You know, not too much. You know, let them just to let them know, just to let them know that you're not a like complete and total prude. You know what I'm saying? Like I look prudish, but not really. Okay, not really. I'm a reserved woman, but I'm still a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that, and Beyonce does that so well, and I think that is I like I like that on women. I think that it should always be on black women. I share that same sentiment. Like yeah, I'm very reserved. I don't but one of the reasons why you like a woman is because she is a woman, and then yeah, I am one. Okay, is what Beyonce be saying. And then it's Two Hands to Heaven. I listened to it, but it ain't saying too much for me. It's this is the song in which it's too much love for Jay Z in it, and I know there's too much love for Jay Z in it because they always talk about themselves and being Saturn and Venus, and I don't know where she get this she Venus from. Like maybe she got some really good Venus placements, but Jay Z, in their song, my favorite song by Beyonce is "Upgrade You." Let me upgrade you. Yeah, that's my shit, and it's a lot, and it has a lot to do with the esoterics of it. When Jay Z is talking about, he's representing himself as Saturn, and he talks about how he saves Beyonce time. I think that's something that the masculine does for women, like save time. Damn it, like it's a reason why Saturn is called Father Time, and it's because it's masculine and prince. I mean, it's masculine and energy, and it saves us time. Damn it, males can either give you time or he's stealing your time. You know what I'm saying? And that's really how I feel. Women, either a man is going to be giving you time, like giving you more time to do the things that you want to do as a woman, or he's going to be stealing time and aging you. Okay, and so whenever I hear them talking about Saturn, I know she's talking about Jay Z. Like whenever I hear Beyonce talking about Saturn, like she's talking about Jigga, and And Beyonce, if you are a part of the Beehive, like you know, like we really got this like hate relationship with Jay Z. Like sometimes the nigga be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you not really paying him no mind because he acting right. You know, he following behind Beyonce looking like, you know, a dork. You know what I'm saying? And we like that. You know what I'm saying? And then every now and again he's like quote, you know, protective of her. And then at other times it's just like, why is Beyonce with you? You know what I'm saying? And when she writes a love song like this, and I know it's about Jay Z. I can't get into it. Even the lover girl in me is just like, no, this not it. Okay, Tyrant. Now I'm gonna share this here, and I ain't gonna get into. I'm gonna share it here, and I ain't gonna get too much into why I love it, but I love it, love it, love it for the same reasons that I mentioned that I love, you know, other sexy songs by Beyonce, even though it's, you know, once you start listening to the vocals, I mean, you start listening to what she's saying, the lyrics of it, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck is Beyonce on, you know? But like the sexiness of it, I love it, and sometimes I'm ashamed of it. Like when Tyrant come on, damn it, like that be my shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's listen, I'm ashamed of liking it so much I didn't put it in my top six, but it probably could have made it. I love the song Tyrant. Yeah, Tyrant, love it, love it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 5'9", thick and fine. 5'9", thick and fine with a tragedy. God damn, Beyonce, if you don't, yeah. So I like this song. I do, I do. And then the next song is Sweet Honey Buckin'. Okay. And it's just like the layers of black women. You know what I'm saying? And her voice even changes. Like the sweet verse is you know, soft, and then that honey verse is that low, sexy that we love to see on Beyonce. Like that just, you know, it makes you feel Oshun like when she using that voice. Cause you know, Oshun is of course, we all know that Beyonce has a connection to Oshun, or she considers herself a daughter of Oshun. So of course, when that honey come on, it makes you feel, you know, you kind of feel the Oshun energy. And then when she get the bucket, it's like what? It's like Beyonce, why are you putting all this in one song? Oh, because you can, because this is how we exist as black women. So many layers of who black women are, and it's put into this song beautifully. Um, and it's also her able to express herself. Like, yeah, I be sweet, and then sometimes I be sweet as honey, and then if you get me fucked up, I'm bucking. And you know, regardless of how we want to see Beyonce, that is really what we can guess that she's like because we wouldn't know any otherwise. She keeps herself a mystery, and I think that that's a lesson. And I've heard people say, "Oh, you know, this is why Beyonce, you know, can't sell anything other than music." And so the fuck what? That's all she wants us to know. And she's a black woman. She has a right to be reserved. We have a right as black women to be reserved. The world does not deserve to know all of us. Like that's crazy. We're giving the world too much access to us. Too much access to us. Way too much fucking access to us. And I love the fact that Beyonce just won't like buy her hair shit or not. You're not gonna see her hair. You know what I'm saying? Like who the fuck cares? Like buy whatever she's selling, buy it or not, but she's not gonna get nobody else no more access than what she has. And I think that even her hair care, like I think that that's even for her mother. Like that's not even for her. Her mother's a hairstylist. Her mother does hair. Her mother takes care of hair. Her mother takes care of her hair. So like no, she's not. Beyonce's not giving the world no more access than what the fuck she is giving, and I'm cool with that. Okay, and so that's that song. You know, bucking, bucking like a mechanical bull. Yeah, I do. I like that song, y'all. I do. Yeah, yeah, I do like the song. And then Amen. Hmm. We have made a mess. Okay, amen. I feel like it's an apology. I feel like it's an apology. I feel like it's an apology to the country, to the mess that we've made. And she's literally asking for mercy. Um, Mercy on me, mercy on me, mercy on me. Yeah. Again, Beyonce's taking us to church. I think we gotta sing a little bit of that, y'all. I think I gotta sing a little bit of that for us because I want us to get like I feel like I can see you hurting badly. And if I mean the country is hurting badly because of the sons that we have bore. Like I mean, that's a big part of it. That's a big part of the fail of the country has a lot to do with black culture degeneracy. And baby, we birthed it. It all came from our womb. So, yeah, we gotta take responsibility for that at some level, you know. And and this song I think that she tries to. All right, y'all gotta bear with me. This is the end of the video. This is the end of the video. Okay, so I'm gonna take us out with prayer, okay? And y'all pray for me. Because I can't sing. Okay? So Beyonce goes on and says, I need to make you proud. Tell me, can you hear me now? Mercy on me, mercy on me, mercy on me. Have mercy, mercy. I can see you hurting badly. Mercy. Say a prayer for what has been. We will be the ones to purify our father's sin. American requiem. Them old ideas are buried here. Amen. Okay, the old ideas are buried here, and then she says, "Amen, Amen." And I feel like you know, I feel like Beyonce's apologizing for the mess we made publicly. For the mess that we've made publicly, and also asking for some forgiveness. Like when you think about the works that black women have allowed to happen in this country, yeah, have some mercy on us. Like this whole um the baby mama thing, we let that happen to us. And now that's just a part of Americanness, even white women now are becoming baby mamas, letting, white boys treat them any kind of way. And it's because of our degenerate culture spreading every fucking where. And we do have to be the ones to, fix our father's sins. She's saying father, but if they are our father's sins, then our mothers allowed it to happen. And we really gotta begin to fix the mess. So I'm coming up on 2 hours. I dedicated 2 hours. And that's my review of Beyonce's Cowboy Carter. Okay. If you stayed this long, because it was long, and I'm talking, I'm getting what I gotta get out. I'm exercising my throat chakra and speaking speaking what I have heard of the album and what I felt of the album. But if you don't agree, I ain't gonna look. If you made it this far, you gotta fuck with it somehow. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fuck with it somehow if you made it this far. But if you made it this far just to disagree and tell me how Beyonce not shit, and tell me how I'm thinking too much into it, and tell me how the Beehive is just a bunch of brain dead, followers. Like, don't do that, y'all, because I'm just gonna if I'm too offended, I'm gonna block you. Right? I'm telling you that now. If I'm too offended, I'm gonna block you. And I really don't want to block nobody. Not over Beyonce, but I will. Like I don't want to block nobody over Beyonce, but I will. Okay? So that's it. I love you ladies. I think fuck it. Oh, it's Beyonce and Jay-Z anniversary. Fucking I'ma post it today. I'ma post this today. I was gonna wait, but fuck it. I ain't doing shit. But yeah, I'ma post it today. I'm gonna make this video now. You know, if you really fuck with Beyonce, just put like the American flag, the American flag, and like the black woman. Yeah, that's how I be posted. And the B. Don't forget the fucking B. And let's I have said that black women are the beast. I don't even be connecting black women being the beast to Beyonce and her beehive. Like, hold up now, because now we got some more connections up in here. But I know I'm reaching. I know I'm reaching. Y'all ain't gotta tell me. Y'all ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm reaching. But that's my 2 hour mark. Love you, ladies. I hope that you have had a wonderful week thus far. And 4/4/2024. Yeah, I think that's a good day to post it. hmm What's that? 8 and 8, 16, 7. 7 is a good number. So anyhow, ladies, love you. I'm going.